Well, we made it to the gates of hell. I guess. The music's pretty nice. I mean, Pokemon music always slaps. Oh yeah, Harmonia. Did you battle some trainers on the hill? Bet your Pokemon are getting stronger. Why don't you show me how much you all have learned in a battle? I don't know. If you're not sure, all the more reason to give it a shot. A nice battle will help us get to know each other better, too. Come on, Harmonia, let's have us a fruitful battle. You are so insistent about being a good friend of mine. I still barely know you. Let's Go is your favorite Switch Pokemon game, but not because you love it, but because the rest are just that bad that you don't really want another Let's Go unless it's the same quality of the first, but you doubt it. Yeah, I do truly feel like Let's Go is the most optimized mainline Pokemon game on the Switch, somehow. You seem like you're getting better at this, so I'm coming at you with 2 Pokemon this time. Oh no! Whatever will I do? Die coughing, I guess. If only I wasn't sickly. If only. You really work your type matchups. I can tell how badly you want to win. A fellow connoisseur of type matchups. Just like how. Alright. Oh, no, wait, I'm getting mixed up with Hop, right? Because... yeah, that's who I'm getting mixed up with. I see you are a man of type matchups as well, is what Hop would basically be like. Alright, get out of here, Espanol Ducklet. Be gone. Ray tracing the Hoppip. Bone Claws. I don't know. How much does it buff up? Boosts its attack stat and accuracy. I don't know. I'll just take off Tail Whip. Probably not gonna keep Bone Claws for all that long though. Probably not. Me right now learned Confusion. That's how I feel. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah. Wow, doing even better than I expected. You're legit, Harmonia. Yeah, maybe it'll just be like Hop, where we never stop hearing about type matchups. Oh yeah, when it comes to the prompt to switch out your Pokemon, previous Pokemon games have had the option in menu to turn that off so you can have, like, the greater challenge of, you know, they just send out your their Pokemon and you're just battling with whoever you're battling with. Apparently that's not even an option in this game, from what I hear. I haven't looked in the menu for it myself or anything like that, but what I've heard online, apparently. Battling is a blast. I think I better pull out my ace in the hole. Is your ace in the hole? Oh! It's the freaking crystal thing that we saw in trailers. Whoa! It's like I could just knock it over and it'd shatter now. You know, I do like the idea of some sort of a mechanic that is applicable to every Pokemon. Terastallizing was a solid strategy. It was moves of the Pokemon's Terra type more power. Like, I do like having some sort of a mechanic that is applicable to all Pokemon, unlike something like Mega Evolution that is only applicable to a very specific set of Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. Terastallizing gives a real boost, see, even when a move isn't very effective, look how hard it hits. But when you look at something like a Mega Evolution, that new form there, it's like, whoa, that's a level up. That's, you know, the next stage up in terms of power. Like, it's clearly more powerful now. Like, wow, that's crazy. Whereas Terastallizing, in terms of, you know, its visuals and how it feels, is just like, oh, it's crystal and it has a weird hat now. You know? So, while I do like having a mechanic that is applicable to all Pokemon, it has nowhere near the same charm as something like Megas. Because, you know, is it clearly stronger? It looks sillier, I guess. It's, I don't know, it's just not all that visually appealing to me. It doesn't speak to me saying like, wow, this is a much stronger opponent now. You know, it just looks silly. But yeah, sad thing is that you want to get this game because new Pokemon actually look good and you want to use them, but just on the fence about it because of the way that this game was shipped. Hopper used animations from, wait, from Q? Wait, no, from a How. At first I was like, wait, I know that that's a typo for a different name, but now I'm forgetting, like, How's actual name. I'm sure this girl will reuse dialogue from Hop. Pokemon Company sure is great at recycling. Yeah, they like doing that. Man, I can't believe how fast you're improving. Which is also weird because every mainline Switch Pokemon game has been different. Like, in the past, this is something that I brought up in video essays before, and I will in the Scarlet and Violet one. In the past, for Pokemon, they were able to get things out on a consistent release schedule a lot easier because, one, it was on, you know, easier hardware of just, you know, a handheld rather than a handheld home console. Two, they were releasing third enhanced versions sometimes. And 3 is the fact that they would basically, you know, reskin games. They would use the same engine. So Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver all use the same engine. Pokemon X and Y and Pokemon Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire all use the same engine. Like, you basically take what you had already and just, you know, use that, give it a new coat of paint, and you've made, like, a new game. So they were able to get things out on a lot more consistent basis. So it's funny seeing how much they're reusing, you know, things like animations, while the game itself is completely different each case. Let's Go was Let's Go. Sword and Shield was, you know, the way Sword and Shield was. BDSP was, you know, the super tried and true Diamond and Pearl remake. Legends Arceus was its weird thing, and now there's something different with Scarlet and Violet. So, you know, I do like them doing different things with each one, rather than it just being, you know, let's kind of reuse the same thing as before. But, you know, when they're trying to get things out on the exact same release schedule and on more difficult hardware, you know, it'll show in the quality, and that's exactly what we've been seeing. And it probably plays into how I feel like the optimization of each Pokemon game for mainline titles in the Switch era has, like, dwindled since the beginning. Like, it's progressively getting worse is the way that I feel like. So it's like in the beginning with Let's Go, it's like, alright, we had, you know, some time to, I mean, they had time to work on all of these, but is this analogy even going to make a whole lot of sense? I was just going to say something along the lines of, as it's going on, you know, it's getting more and more crammed and stuff, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm sick. I'm messed up in my sleep schedule. I'm not 100% certain where I was going with this train of thought, or how best to explain it. It made sense in my head, but starting to say things out loud, I don't think it can quite make sense, I'm going to be honest. But I can't believe how fast you're improving. But yeah, hello Alucard. Heard the worst for our Pokemon regarding the game graphics, frames, design, story, and so on. Wait, like in terms of this game? Something like that? I've heard people say that the story of this is good, apparently. But, you know, the optimization isn't all that great. How are you doing today, Alucard? Honestly, it's like a generic mode change, while Mega Evolution is a massive mode change. Yeah, it's very clearly a visual, like, wow, that's crazy and different now. Whereas this is just like, oh, there's, like, sort of a visual indicator that it's different now, I guess. Not necessarily more powerful, you know? Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. You know, like a new generation of Pokemon. It was like, wow, this is a big new thing, like a new way that the series is gonna be going. They're gonna be doing something different, and like, let's see where this goes. But now, you know, it just kind of feels very samey. Maybe I'm in the minority feeling that way, considering how many people were in line for this game, you know. So maybe I'm in a minority there, but we shall see. So I just came to see your opinion. It's playable. Barely. Amazing, look at you, taking on a Terastallize opponent and winning no problem. Come to think of it, you can't Terastallize your Pokemon yet, huh? Don't worry, I'll get you taken care of. You're so good with Pokemon battles, I forgot how new you are to this stuff sometimes. Anyway, it was fun to battle you. Here, have some revives as thanks. Look, hey, it's literally the amount of revives that came in the healing items set. So I think now, after having played for, what, a little bit over 2 hours, all in all, I've basically gotten the healing item set that you would get if you pre-ordered from Amazon. You put the revives in your bag's medicine pocket. Alright, well, there's that. Playable doesn't sound as much fun. I still haven't gotten into the meat of the game yet, to be fair. Now, Mesagoza's waiting just past this gate. At last, the city where our school is. There's a ton of hills and stairs and stuff in the city, so I'm gonna take a quick breather and then catch up with you soon. Okay. Did I get the ability to Terastallize, though? Is it loading a cutscene or something? What's going on here? What's it loading? Ooh, that looks a little bit strange. That looks about exactly as it did in the trailers. Oh, never mind. It's a little bit worse. Oh my goodness, those umbrellas. Oh, that makes me want to boot up Mario Odyssey and jump off of some nice looking umbrellas. Alright, here I am. We finally made it, huh? This is Mesagoza, the biggest city in Paldea. It's been a big trade hub since a time long ago. You know, I will stand by what I've said about feeling like each Pokemon game on the Switch has continued to feel like it's getting less and less optimized and more corners being cut. I feel like if I look at a city in Sword and Shield, it would look way better than this. I mean, some textures at this point have been improved. Like, if you go up close to a tree in this game, it's actually gonna look a-okay. You know, unlike something like Sword and Shield after that became, like, a whole freaking Twitter drama thing that was actually really hilarious to see. So, you know, there are some specific things that are gonna be looking better by this point. But the general look of the game, like, at least Sword and Shield looked almost like it would be fitting for the hardware at a distance. This, I don't know, it looks like this was designed to be a 3DS game and they just ported it to the Switch in a way where they just upscaled the resolution without actually changing any of the textures or models or anything, is what it kind of feels like. I mean, apart from, like, the human trainer models, like, those look good. Like, I keep on saying this, that there are some things in this game that look really good, and so much that just doesn't. It's so weird, it's so jarring. It's been a big trade hub since a time long ago. And I don't know if I would have preferred, like, just everything looking equally bad, so that it just looks like it all fits together, instead of this weird, like, mismatch that feels, like, slightly nauseating, where lots of folks come here to learn about advancement and technology and all kinds of other stuff. There's a hair salon, we can change your look, plus places with TC food and fixings. Wow, apparently putting out that text just got it to lag at, like, the last little bit there. As it was doing TC foods and fixings, I saw the frame rate of that text drop. Don't think I didn't see that. What do you want to see first, Harmonia? I just want to go to the school. I don't know, tasty food. I didn't have you pegged for a big eater. I'm not, but I already got through the hair customization options at the beginning of the game, so there's no point doing it again right now. Not like I've changed my mind. That's smart. You can't battle well with a growling tummy, right? Oh, and speaking of battling, I want to be sure you'll be able to Terastallize your Pokemon too, Harmonia. Okay, so I'll unlock it. There's a few things you gotta get done for that to happen, but I'll take care of them. You gotta sign a waiver. Meanwhile, you just have fun looking around the city a bit. There's so much to do. Grab a bite, buy some accessories to spice up your uniform. For my personal recommendation, you've got to see Delibird presents. They sell handy items for Pokemon to hold. Oof. Once you've seen your fill, we can meet up again in front of the school. Just be ready. The stairs up to the school are no joke. Later then, get pumped for some Terastallizing. Okay, Oh, you just popped it. Oh my good gracious! There's spooky ghosts everywhere that are popping in and out of existence. You know, I've played games that have bad graphics before, and it's like, hey, at least I can still, you know, play the game and stuff. The graphics and the visual bugs of this game, you know, I'm not saying this to, you know, be dramatic effect, be like one of those content creators that's, you know, doing the most over-the-top exaggerations just for the sake of, you know, exaggerations and exaggerating the fact. I genuinely find a lot of this game slightly nauseating. Like, this isn't the best thing to be playing while I'm a little bit sick, because it's certainly something. Hold on, wait. I gotta do something for science. I gotta do something for science here really quickly. Oh, that's the crouching button. Hold on. Hold on. Let me move these thingamabobs because my Switch games are in here. Hold on. Where would the cartridge be? It'd be in one of these cases, right? Let's see here. Yes. Hold on. Hold on. Wow. If I turn off the camera, there's like a random background. I'll just do that because I'm kind of leaning forward into the camera. Hold on. Whoa, wait. For science. For science. I just gotta see it with my own eyes. That's what I gotta do. I just gotta directly see it with my own eyes for a hot second. Just have an actual look-see at some of the bigger cities in here. Because, you know, when I'm saying that I feel like each further Pokemon game is getting less and less optimized, I'm not losing my mind here, right? Especially with, you know, the whole weird situation with the textures and the way the cities are looking. Because, hold on a hot ticker here. I guess I would have been doing this with Friendos at one point the last time. Hold on. Uno momento here. How do you... Okay, so this is how you fly. So if we go to, say... Yeah, Moto Stoke, first and foremost. Like, if we go, say, here... Once it loads... Hold on, Uno momento. I never thought Sword and Shield was as beautiful looking as I do now. Like, look at this. Like, this looks like it's at least, you know, close to, you know... I mean, looking at a city like this looks acceptable for the hardware for the most part, you know? Is the case. Well, it's also just, you know, the fact that they're always trying to get out a Pokemon game every 3 years. They could have, well, a new generation every 3 years. They could have easily just, like, postponed this a year and released it for the holidays next year. Is what they could have easily done if it was just for the holidays. But, you know, why do that when they can... It's playable now, so may as well release it now. And capitalize on that. So there's that. Like, look at this. Yeah, I was very confused about that sentence. But yeah, women say it should have been for our new system. Is that what women are saying? Is that so? One more I want to see. Also, the FPS of everyone. Like, the render distance still isn't super great. But, you know, at least when they are rendered, the frame rate always looks fine. It seems like. I don't... Some people there. I never thought Sword and Shield looked so beautiful. Hold on. One last one I want to see. One last one. I want to go to Windon. That's what I want to do. Because this is an example of a big town that would probably be best comparable to the thing that we were seeing in Scarlet and Violet there, right? Like, look at this. It's not, you know, stand out amazing by any means, but, you know, it's fine looking, you know? Yeah, so the render distance on the model still isn't super duper great, but, you know, at least while we see them, their FPS is normal. At least there's that. Yeah, like, look at this. Yeah, like, what the heck? I never thought that I would feel such a way about Sword and Shield. Holy crap. Oh, what's a bike button again? Okay, it's that. Like, look at this. It'd be nice if I could turn the camera and see, like, a little bit more what's going on here. Yeah, look at this town as we explore around. And now, let's see here. If I go ahead and say, do this, put the thing in. Yeah. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have the patience to go all the way through without the day one patch, because I might want to play with friendos. But I am really curious about this whole Elite Four music situation that I've heard about. And again, there's no, like, performance or graphical upgrades in the day one patch. It's literally just balance things and online capabilities. It's a thing. And then we switch over to here. They really said, y'all thought Sword and Shield were bad? Hold my beer. Yeah, so, once it loads up. How did we get to this? It's so beautiful. Hold on. Did those things just pop in? Or am I losing my mind? I don't know what's real anymore. I don't know what to believe anymore. I mean, also, to be fair, it is clearly a much bigger place than we were just exploring there in Sword and Shield. To be fair... Yeah, it doesn't take getting very far for your FPS to just tank, huh? This literally just looks like a bunch of assets slapped together. Oh my... Am I seeing things? I'm not seeing things! My good gracious. This is a full-priced game, by the way. This is a full price game. I appreciate the follow there, Hag Silva. Oh my, what is happening? What, they're all gone now. I honestly thought that Legends Arceus was some of the least optimization that I'd seen in a Switch game. This is definitely less optimized than Legends Arceus. I'm stunned. Don't you get it? If you join Team Star, you can shine as bright as anybody. Yeah, I was worried about this game before it came out, but oh my goodness. Seriously, what's with you? Don't you want to burn bright with awesome friends like us? Not really. Oh, look, we've got a quota we're supposed to fill for new members, so just sign up already. I'd rather not. The Eevee bag is pretty cute. Walk away! Oh, it just turns me around there. Do I have to rewatch the thing now? I guess I have to rewatch the thing now. Got a quota we're supposed to fill, so just sign up already. I'd rather not. Was I like crouch walking there? I was just getting a leg workout as I come over here to help. Like, you can't skip leg day, no matter what there. You want in on this too? If you're here to sign up, we'll get to you next. Nearly got this one in the bag. Wow, you gotta love to see how like the evil teams in Pokemon have progressed. Now they're just trying to get you to join them. We shall see there. We're Team Star, kid. We burn too bright to even look at directly. But you knew that, right? No. Another ignorant little nobody. Okay. Here I'm finally part of Team Star, and still I get no respect. I gotta work my way up the ranks. Hey, we can't just let something like this slide. The honor of our team's on the line, so we got no real choice but to battle, yeah? That's true. Keep watch on that little four eyes over there. I'll make sure this fresh-faced nobody ends up seeing stars. I thought they were running away at first. You're challenged by Team Star Grunt. Okay. It's a good thing they're wearing helmets, you know, just in case they fall over or something. I don't know. Is there really just like 300 Pokemon in this Pokedex? I mean, it's not a bad number per se. It'll be neat to see more, especially with, you know, so many Pokemon that, you know, exist nowadays. No. But alas. Well, how dare you? I guess I'll bite. Nom nom. Shroodle. Shroodle, huh? What a wacky name there. What even are you? Well, there we go. Via Team Star Grunt. How come I'm the one seeing stars? The other guy doesn't seem to care all that much. I'm taking these off. Why isn't nobody like you so good at battling anyway? It's just not right. No way, he beat you? Oh, a little bit of delayed reaction there. Does that mean I gotta battle this kid now since I'm higher up Team Star's ranks? Pero bueno, what do you think you're doing? It's that student council dweeb. She's gonna report us if we don't book it. I can't wait. Was that like the Phoenix Wright ding sound effect? There's a lot of video games that use like similar sound effects because, you know, like sound designers honestly are underappreciated in game design because it's like you actually have to, you know, create that sound or find it from somewhere else. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the same sound effect that was used in the Phoenix Wright games and probably a bunch of other games as well. I can't believe you, Harmonia. You don't have to go and find randos to battle. You'll have all the battle you'll ever need with me. Wow, she will not leave me alone, huh? It was those Team Star punks. Wait, they picked a fight with you? Wow, I read that way wrong. Sorry. I still don't understand what's going on with the lines around the borders. Like, I know it was mentioned in a previous stream, but, you know, the fact that there's that thin white line across the top border and the left border. It looks like the bottom and the right ones aren't around right now, but the left one and the top one are definitely there right now. I get it now. You've got Team Star written all over you for sure. But you were trying to pressure people into signing up again, weren't you? Hi, we were not doing that. Well, that explains it. As head of the student council, stopping this type of nonsense would normally be my job. But this is also the perfect chance for you to try my amazing and ultra-rare gift to you. Yeah, she's really clingy, huh? You obtained the Terra Orb. But yeah, what made you choose the grass Pokemon? Because the freaking options were a super adorable grass cat, Spanish ducklet, or the thing. I thought the answer was evident. You put the Terra Orb in your bag's key out of his pocket. Terra Orb, an orb that holds within it the power to Terastallize. When it's charged with energy, it can be used to cause Pokemon to Terastallize. Okay. With this Terra Orb, you can Terastallize your Pokemon during battle. Let's see. After it Terastallizes, I'm pretty sure your Sprigatito will be a grass type. Whoa! Normally, you've got to take special classes to be able to get one of these Terra Orbs. But I put in a good word for you. Now, time to give it a whirl. You'll learn to use it faster in battle than if I explain it to you. Wait, what? You want this kid to practice wailing on us with his Terra Pokemon? Is that it? Got a problem? You want to battle me instead? Never mind, I'll take my chances with the new kid. And take your places and battle. Alright, well. Are we battling? Oh, okay, it just takes a little while to load, I guess. Alright, well, challenged by the Team Star Grunt. You'd think that maybe his facial expression would change while he's doing this ready pose, but no, he has one facial expression, that's it, I guess. Yeah, it literally just stays exactly that no matter what. Like, he'll blink, but that's it. Otherwise, his face stays exactly the same. He does kind of look like it. He looks like the freaking dudo that told me he was stoned in Germany. Here in the Paldea region, Pokemon can crystallize through a strange phenomenon. People call this Terastallizing. You can Terastallize your Pokemon by selecting Terastallize button in battle. Is it in all caps then? Heck yeah. When a Pokemon Terastallizes, its type changes to its Terra type. Moves of the same type as its Terra type will be much more powerful than usual. I've heard that apparently the way that this works, like the way that they implemented this, is going to be like really good for competitive players from what I've heard. I don't play competitively, so it's not the kind of world that I'd be into, but actual competitive players are saying that's pretty neato. After Terastallizing a Pokemon once, you won't be able to Terastallize a Pokemon again until you heal up at a Pokemon Center. So use this strategy wisely to seize victory in battles. Oh! Huh. So it's not just like a 1 per battle thing, it's a 1 per, like, charge it up at the Pokemon Center. That's interesting. So, you know, I guess that's so that it also doesn't get stale, just using it in every single battle, like Mega Evolution kind of would, or, you know, Z-moves or stuff like that. The way that they did it in Sword and Shield was just like, yeah, you can only Dynamax in, like, very specific battles. Now I guess it's per Pokemon Center. I probably prefer that format. That's pretty neat. Terastallize, all caps. So, yeah, then use Leafage. Is her facial expression the same, too? Both the Team Star Grunts? She's doing, like, the whole cheer emote, but still just, like, the blank dead fish stare the whole time. What, you think Game Freak is trolling us? I mean, yeah. Why was there, like, a blue line at the bottom of the screen? Oh, it's back again. Oh my goodness, the edges of the screen really like to bug the hell out in this game. Oh my good gracious. You can't see it, like, well, you can see it, but not super duper well. I'm switching to this layout for this battle. Look at the bottom left corner. That's not OBS or my capture card or anything. That's just the game. That's just the way this game runs. Is it gonna happen again? No? Was that just a one-off? I mean, there's still, like, the weird white lines around the top and the left side. Oh, there's a weird thing in the top right now. What the heck is that? I have to head out, have fun, see you during the 24-hour stream. Alright, appreciate you stopping by, hang out with Stone Sloth, have an awesome rest of the day. What is going on with the bottom of the screen? Another, sure, I guess. She's still cheering over there. The bottom of the screen is still bugging the heck out. I guess get rid of Growl there. You know, there were some really weird visual bugs that we ran into in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Like, I remember one of the ones that stood out to me was when we were in Fantina's gym, I believe it was, and after defeating one of the trainers, there was, like, this weird purple bar that came onto the screen and then vanished, and I was like, what the heck? What was that? You know, kind of weird things that would happen very seldomly, but be like, what? Huh? Why is that a thing? Visual bugs in this game seem to happen, like, all the time, though. This game is honestly putting BDSP to shame. In that sense. Look at her one expression. The eyes move to the side, but Your Pokemon burns so bright. Well, you know. So I'll switch back to this layout. Sorry that there's no transition. It just has to load so many images to switch over to this layout. Since, you know, save on power, I have it unload images when they're not showing. So, nice, Harmonia. You pull off Terastallizing, no problem. Moves of your Pokemon's Terra type will even hit harder when it's Terastallized, you know? Sometimes you'll find a Pokemon whose Terra type is totally different from its usual type. That difference can open up your strategic options. Gotta charge your Terra Orb at a Pokemon Center after every use by healing up your team, though. Well, I'll be on my merry way then. Yeah, hasta la V-Star. Me too, hasta la V-Star. Is that their catchphrase then? If only I wasn't slightly under the weather. Oh yeah, Team Star is basically a group of students that like to kick up trouble. So they're basically like discount Team Skull. Again, I don't, just like with the rival situation, I don't mind them doing something different than the usual. But when, you know, they've been doing that like 3 times in a row basically, where it's like Team Skull wasn't evil, they just are, you know, trying to ruin the island challenge for other people. And it's like, hey, that's something different. Then it's like Team Yell is like, they're not evil, they're just like fanboys and stuff. And it's like, oh, well, okay, I guess. And now it's like, oh, now Team Star, they're a group of students that like to cause trouble for other students. It's like, I'm getting tired of this by now. You know, has to be a way to change Terra types, hopefully not having to wait for a DLC like Gen 8. I mean, might well be the case, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, oh, I already read that. I hardly ever show up to class, and when they get together in groups, they're a real headache. Even the teachers don't know what to do with them from what I hear. Excuse me. I just, well, thanks. So yeah, I'll see you around. I don't know, I just found it kind of funny, just like the very slow walk and clearly a very shy kind of character. And then just like breaks into a sprint out of here. Look at you, Harmonia, already becoming a big hero around campus. I don't think I've seen that girl around. Maybe she's a new transfer like you. That Eevee bag though, love that fluff. It is actually pretty cute. Anyway, seems like the troubles died down, so we better book it up to school. Get ready to climb the worst staircase in the world. I mean, can I move my camera up? I've climbed way more stairs than that a few weeks ago when I was on Capri. What was I about to check? I think I was about to save for one. Was I gonna go to a Pokemon Center? I was about to do something. I've completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, when I went to Italy and was hiking around the island of Capri, this is nothing. The worst stairs in the world, huh? Chump stairs right there. Alright, so this is the academy. I'm glad to see that we're playing Pokemon Shield version. That is neat. I'm loving the FPS out here. Alright, in we go.